Can we just speak to the song a little bit? Linda, can you talk about what was attractive about this song, how this became the title song?
Well, Teddy wrote it for me, and it's about me being dead soon. And him rushing into the house and taking all the valuables. That's about the size of it. No, I loved it. I liked the sentiment of it. You know, you could sing it as a young person or an old person, because you never know the minute, do you? You never know what's going to happen. And I like the sort of it's kind of upbeat, but it has a somber message. It's funny that somber and me in the same sentence. It is the most cheerful song on the record. That's very true.
Teddy, how did you come to write it? Can you address how you came to write it?
I don't remember that either. I mean, I wrote it. I don't think I wrote it specifically for you. I mean, I think I just wrote it. And then, I wrote it, and then I thought that's a weird song to write. About you know, if it's about me, that's a bit weird. So I thought, who's an old person I know? Perfect.
And Daddy said, no, I'm not thinking that.
And my dad said no, so next up.
Since we mentioned Dad in passing, I'd love to talk about Loves for Babies and Fools, the first song on the album.
Yeah.
Richard plays on that song. It's really a remarkable song, I think. What's the origin of that one?
Well, I wrote it about Rufus Wainwright, and I played it to Kate, a bit of it to Kate. It wasn't finished, and she said, "Oh, you should finish that." And I did, and Richard loved it. You know, I thought, who could play guitar on this? And this, I do this all the time. Who could play? And every time the answer is Richard Thompson. But you know, I can't use him all the time. But he loved this song, and he did such a fantastic job.
This song is really unadorned. It has, as far as I can tell, no overdubs. It's just you guys. So it's sort of a live in studio thing. This is what you do. Does it feel as magic to you when you're doing it as it feels to us hearing that track?
It does actually, yeah, because it takes me back. It's yeah, it does. It sounds very, you know, well, we're both hundreds of years older, but you know, it sounds you know, it has a sound of long ago, of me and Rich long ago, and that's nice. I hope you like it.
There's also a song on the album that has Martin Carthys and Eliza's on that same track. Is she on that? She's on the same track, right?
She is. I don't like to make a record without the Carthys because they're extraordinary. They're extraordinary musicians. And Martin, I mean, you know how Martin plays it. Nobody plays the guitar like that. It's just a very, very English virtuoso kind. And he plays with dead strings, you know. Straight, he leaves them on the guitar for like 17 years or something, and he has this peculiar sound, and I just love him. And Eliza is a wonderful musician. She's a wonderful musician, a great. I mean, I'm sure she does she come to New York? I'm sure she does. She doesn't? Oh, she should. She's fantastic. Anyway, she's one of my favorites.
Given that there are alliances with musicians you played with your whole life on the album. There's Martin, there's Richard, and then there's this frankly retrospective quality to the title song. It'd be easy to see this record as sort of a career summary, looking back kind of thing. Are you thinking about it that way?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I am, yeah. I don't, I think, I mean, subliminally, you are looking back as you get older, but you've got to try not to do it too much. I mean, nostalgia is a weird word. It's a fancy word for depression, is all it is. And you don't want to get too nostalgic. Could somebody get me some water? Would you mind if anybody could give me a glass of water? I'd be so thrilled. Thank you so much. Oh, no, I don't get touched or untouched. So I try not to be too nostalgic because, you know, I mean, you can go crazy. Don't you think?
Yep.
Crazier.
Crazier, I mean, it's crazier. oh, it's a good job I've got you as a sideman. I promised Teddy I wouldn't say this, but I had an outfit and I had makeup and everything for this show. In the end, I didn't even take a shower. You want to tell me this?
So not nostalgic then, or you're not, this is not a summarizing impulse, you don't look at it that way.
I don't look at it that way, but I mean, sometimes I do. I mean, you're right, it's got a lot of my old friends on, but so do most of my records. So, I can't be bothered I can't be bothered meeting new people, so I do tend to, and I know so many great musicians, so. And especially here in New York, and Ed Haber, my fantastic producer. Because he knows everybody, and I always need Irish musicians, and of course there are more fantastic Irish musicians in New York than there are in Dublin. So that bit's very easy. What was the question?
I think we went over it twice. We can move on now. Probably.
Okay.
There's
Jenny!
So Jenny Moldau.
That's Jenny Moldau. A great Jenny Moldau.
The longtime Linda Thompson fan might notice a dearth of rock and roll on this album. Was that a strategic thing, or just don't need the big rhythm section anymore?
I've given it up, and I mean, another Teddy is, he says that. When I sing happy birthday to people, they want to kill themselves. It's just the tone in my voice, I don't have that happy tone. Or maybe it was Zach that said that. He's nearly as bad as Teddy. But I kind of, I love rock and roll, and and I adore American music, but I'm one of those, English musicians that sort of thinks, American people do it better, so, I don't know, I'd love to be able to sing like somebody really superb like Miley Cyrus. or at least look like her, that wouldn't be bad.
As a singer, you seem to me to be in that moment now where you're possessed of great wisdom as a singer. This album seems filled with, phrasing and timbre that one associates with real wisdom in song. Were there any new ideas about singing that came to the project?
No, but my scam obviously worked on you. No, I think I don't know if that age and wisdom thing. I know it's a correlation. I'm not sure it's true. I've got a lot of grandchildren, and some of them are very young, and I think you actually unlearn things as you get older. I think babies they sort of know everything. They're very wise, and I just don't think you are. Yeah, I just don't think you are terrifically wise. I mean, I hope my singing. I hope it moves people, because it's not. I mean, I don't have the vocal dexterity that I had, but I'm in business. Yeah. I try and put my heart into it, so.
Shall we hear another song? You guys have another song? Which one is this one?
Which one is this? Oh, this is another Teddy song, actually.
Well, only because I had to sing,
He had to sing them.
So I couldn't sing any of the other ones that you do.
They're all about girls. I mean, you'd have to be a girl.
Oh, I don't mind about
that. This is called Father and Son Ballad. There's a beautiful song that Teddy wrote.
Ready?